Oh, not good at at Zoom. Congratulations, first of all. So,
Thank you so much.
and now you can finally talk about it because a lot of people don't realize sometimes shows you have to film earlier. So you
Hmm.
knew about this for a little bit, but now you're free to speak about it.
Yeah, yeah. The past couple months, I had to kind of keep it on tight wraps. I didn't even really tell my family or anything, so it's pretty cool that I get to actually share it with them now.
I'd be freaking out. Oops, sorry. There's a kitty that's like biting me. But saying
Oh,
congratulations
hello.
as well, Griffin. Um, I love your whole story, and I love just kind of everything about you. And I do want to talk about second guessing, which you co-wrote the original with Jeff. Am I correct? Or
Hmm.
Ben?
Jeff Warburton and Ben Simonette.
And you've worked with Jeff before.
Yeah, we work together all the time.
How was that process? And you do end up reworking the song in the show a little bit from the first time performance to the second. So I kind of want to talk about that too. Like, how do you kind of figure out like what, once you perform it, like what needs to be changed and how you felt about the outcome? Obviously, it's great because.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, when you originally write it, you're just kind of writing what you think is the coolest version of the song with no real like specific target in mind. But then once we kind of got in our heads that we were writing it for Florida Georgia Line, there was like a clear direction we knew we could take the song that would, definitely sound more like them. So it kind of made it a bit easier. So you kind of know like lyrically the stuff you can talk about or melodically, stuff like that. So it helped a lot.
I love Songland. I think it's such a brilliant show. I'm not a musician myself, but I am a writer and I come from screenwriting. So anytime I'm a fan of anything that shows the process of art being made, and the writer is
Hmm.
so important. So I love the show. Were you a fan of it before, and what did it mean to come on to Songland? Not even just to win it, just to come on.
Yeah, I was a fan of the show before. I always thought it was cool to see how these songs were getting written. And, I had a kind of idea of what it would be like and how cool it would be, but it was like 1,000 times cooler than I thought it was going to be. And it was just really special to be a part of that journey and to, take a song all the way through the process and then them picking my song at the end. It was insane.
And then Florida Georgia Line, they played at your homecoming at college, right?
Yeah,
Which is crazy. I love that. It's like full
like my
circle.
freshman year.
I love that. And now you've created a song, which is so great. And you've worked with major
Hmm.
artists before, like Keith Urban. So it's not your first time. That's why too. So many talented people. I mean, everyone they pick is so talented. Um, and your song's so great. I really love it. I wanted to touch base on it too because you grew up. Your father's a musician. I want to know kind of how that influenced
Hmm.
your life and your journey into music.
Yeah, I always thought like my dad was a rock star when I was growing up because he was just always playing in like bar bands and stuff with his friends, and I just thought like that's what everyone's dad did, and it was the coolest thing ever. And so, like around the house, we always had instruments laying around, and my dad could play like a couple chords on everything and taught me what he knew. And then I kind of just took it from there, especially with the internet, just like learning everything I could. And yeah, most parents, I guess, when you say you want to be a musician, they try to steer you away from it, but my dad was always like my biggest fan and just wanted me to really see how far I could go with it. So it's cool that we share that in common.
I love that. I think that's amazing. Is there any like musicians or bands that really influenced you growing up, or songwriters that you were really inspired by?
Yeah, I listened to a lot of what my dad listened to. He listened to a lot of like Elton John and, top 40 rock, like Van Halen, Journey, that kind of stuff. So I listened to a bunch of that. I really got into like John Mayer, like most songwriters do. He was kind of my number one for a while. And then as soon as I got into country, it just opened up this whole new genre of music I could dive into and just really listen to that for the past like 6-7 years.
And you've obviously done very well at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always curious too. What advice would you give to maybe like any age musicians really that really want to get into songwriting that maybe don't have the courage or just don't know where to begin?
I would just say write a ton of songs, and really see why you like writing songs and what you like about it and do it just because you like it. Because if you're doing it you know, so other people think you're good at writing songs, you're probably not going to end up writing very many good songs. So yeah, you need to write a lot of bad songs before you can write a good song.
I love that you said that too. It's true. You can't, I mean, film is the same way. The minute you start to think what is going to be marketable, you're just, it's done for. So I love that you said, I think you just have to write.
Mm-hmm.
Love that you said that. What does it feel like to have, like you write something, it's yours, and then you show it to the world and it kind of becomes everybody's? I'm just curious, what does that feel like? And yeah.
I mean, I guess you would normally, if you think that if like you have something and then other people get it too, it makes it less special. But I think with something like a song, it makes it even more special because, you know, I could write a million songs and just listen to them myself and like know that I wrote them. But unless everyone else, you know, enjoys the song too, it's kind of meaningless, right? So it's pretty cool like that Florida Georgia Line's like put this song out and now there's like millions of people that are listening to this little thing that we made. And it's pretty miraculous.
I mean, music is so powerful, and I agree with you 100%. And I think people, you don't ever know how much like a song or anything affects somebody. And that's why I love this show too, because it's giving recognition to such talented songwriters. And immediately a band is making their music, which is amazing and bringing out to such a big audience. So I love the concept of Songland, and I think it's so different than any competition show before. This is just wonderful. Griffen, though, do you, for yourself, your history is songwriting, but do you ever think now, having gone through this, that you want to do more performing?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have plans for, you know, releasing my own project, hopefully this year. Been like putting aside some songs that I've written that, you know, I just want to hear myself sing and produce. And so like, that's definitely in the near future. And then hopefully after that, some touring and performing and doing more of this kind of stuff.
Is there any like dream artist that you would love to work with? I mean, Florida Georgia Line, amazing. That's a big thing. But is there anybody like you would love to like on the stage, or that you really hope to work with someday in any capacity?
I mean, I've gotten this question a couple times now, and really like Keith Urban and Florida Georgia Line are
I know, it's like
in my top 3 for sure. I don't know who else I'd add. I've kind of like knocked off these 2 big giants like right away, and now I don't know. I can't even believe it, and I'm just like gonna keep doing what I'm doing and see where it goes. But yeah, I don't even know who I would say would be my dream anymore because I'm kind of just doing it already.
Well, I love your songwriting. You're so talented, and I'm so glad that like so many people now know who Griffen Palmer is, and can't wait to see what you come out with next. Is there socials we could follow you on so we could keep track of what you are doing and see what's coming up?
Yeah, my Instagram and my Twitter is just at Griffen Palmer, Griffen with an E-N. Yes. And then I have Griffen Palmer Music on Facebook and just Griffen Palmer on YouTube.
Well, thank you so very much. I'm so excited for you, and you're such a lovely human being. And I'm so excited to see what music you create because you're amazing.
Thank you so much.